Going on a vacation is always wonderful, especially when you're getting paid to do so. Imagine coming back home from the Bahamas to little to no paycheck. It's usually paid for, especially when you've been with the company long enough, and it's usually a breeze. But maternity leave, I feel like you have to go through a few hoops to go through that. It's almost like that 15-minute break that you have to choose between going to the bathroom, checking your Facebook, or getting a snack. It feels rushed, feels like a joke, and especially when you have this long, extended 8-hour shift. And personally, I know how that feels, especially when I had to go back to work, especially when my son was barely 3 weeks old. Yes, paid leave is great. They're awesome. But being unpaid, missing out on your newborn baby, and dealing with the stress of not being able to pay bills during your maternity leave is absolutely damaging. So, picture yourself being a happy young person looking at your new copy of yourself. You're in complete joy, kind of disbelief, some confusion. Or you help your wife heal, or you might be the one wearing diapers with your kid. But you, above all, you don't miss out on your beautiful child, which is priceless. No one should choose between taking the time to provide for their newborn and or being home to nurture your newborn and watch them grow. That's why I'm going over why it is very important for us to have paid leave for a maximum of 6 weeks for a newborn. When I was having my son Kendrick, I was so ecstatic, super happy. I don't remember how I truly felt physically that day. Pain was behind me. I was a super mom. That is because your little human gives you these super hormones such as oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone which is very, very, very important for every new mother. It helps you bond with your baby, it helps breastfeeding, and it also keeps you happy. Super happy. Then, I want to say 2, 3 weeks later, usually dad goes back to work. But studies show that fathers that get paternity leave help be focused and strengthen the bond with infant and mother, plus aid in developmental milestones. Yes, they do give mamas a break, but they also give a boost of oxytocin as well. They get it as well. Happiness that they will always remember and make them more likely to be involved in their child's life. Regardless of the father being gone during maternity leave, mama is still oxytocined up. Breastfeeding and skin to skin are usually fueled by these hormones. So, regardless of how you feel, such as, like I explained, aches and pains, the bond is always going to be ever so amazing. So, imagine having these surges of oxytocin and then having to go back to work early after 4 weeks. Breastfeeding is reduced compared to moms that have FMLA leave. And usually you get that after a year or so of being with a company, dramatically raising the risk of complications and illnesses for not only for your newborn, but yourself as a mom as well. So, according to the United States Health Department of Health and Human Services, 19% of babies are usually breastfed before 6 months of age. And regardless of all the nice benefits, it's usually hard to manage for working moms. In a study in 2006 to 2010, it was found that women who had paid leave for at least 6 months were more likely to breastfeed. So, that being said, we look at the bonding aspect. Most children lack that nurturing bond and touch that they need as an infant, making them more susceptible to behavior issues and developmental um, issues in the future. Lastly, it has also been shown that in the time of early parenthood, which I do know myself as well, the mother is very susceptible to postpartum depression. The CDC states that depression is raised by these distressful events. So, disturbing that level of oxytocin very early, history of depression, and lack of social support is very detrimental. But I myself did go through postpartum depression after contracting an illness and abruptly starting and stopping breastfeeding for my treatment. So I was devastated after that. I was very stressed, and it pretty much took all of me. It was hard to function every day, but I believe that through the decisions that Americans make with government officials and speaking to your company and showing the importance of paid leave for at least 6 months would dramatically reduce postpartum, allows families to be together and develop bonds and have time to nurture their newborn and raise the rate of newborns that are getting breastfed. So I believe we all should take initiative to have a voice in local governments and even as simple as your company policies for all mommies and daddies out there. And my name is Sierra Hudgens, and this is called Maternity Break. Thank you.